times I'll definitely feel this coming up.
Well, let's start with
More
let's
than
stay
it
on the
has to.
basic, and we could see that as you changed certain relationships in your hands. That sometimes your shoulders started getting activated a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanna do the basic thing that you did to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanna look at the basic thing, the conditioning that's happening in your trunk. There's a lot that's going well, but I wanna tell you a few things that I'm noticing.
Sure.
Okay? One is, there's a lot going on with your eyes, in that you're counting or thinking
Mm-hmm.
musically
Mm-hmm.
in your head,
Mm-hmm.
and your eyes are going up there and there.
Like here.
Yeah, go ahead and play again and see if you can catch yourself.
Like that. Yeah.
You should really do that.
That's where they want to go. Well, you know why also? Because when you're working with other people, you're looking up. 'Cause most of them are standing up.
Right now you're leaving your eyes fluid for many things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as you were playing, getting deeper and more committed to
Or just
that,
thinking about like,
the next thing or
which rudiment.
yeah, you were starting to stare, and your neck is getting stiff, and your spine is getting stiff, and your breath is not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eyes are kind of a porthole to a postural set. And I know it's a lot to ask. I know as we're working with Robert, he's actually thinking prayers on top of heartbeats, on top of rhythms, on top. The guy is like layering.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but you can't see him doing that. You know, unless you're really, really savvy about what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot going on there, layers and layers and layers. But I see that a stiffening eye thing. So I want to start again, and I want you just to consider that. And
Okay.
see if you can stay with us, and even maybe tell us anything you saw happen besides what you were doing after I tell you to stop. We're just gonna go
Okay.
for 30 seconds doing that.
Is it useful to look around?
I would think so. Why not, right? You're playing in a room. Lots of great stuff's going on, and that's related to all that. There you go. And then that personality in your spine can just like have a little fun. Yeah. Especially the peripheral. Just be a little bit, you don't have to look at the peripheral. Peripheral is peripheral, but you can tell things are going on.
I'm just trying to keep like, someone behind me.
Yeah. If they were, it shouldn't be a surprise. Yeah. The trees, how they're moving, people are smiling or not smiling. Things like that. Awesome. That's good. Alright, pause. For us out here, how did that change things?
That's so cool.
It was so different.
The energy was so cool. And it was present, so much present and lively. I could tell your spine was just like going with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I felt automatically more, it was like amazing both ways, just because what you're doing is amazing, but I felt automatically more engaged because there was this like, what's going to happen next? If it was more, because more presence, there was more room for possibilities and spontaneity.
Well, I sort of let go of that hyper attention to like the AT aspect.
Yeah,
just let
sometimes we accidentally think that directing means a kind of inhibition that gets right up to repression.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's a
I've fallen to that,
fine
yeah.
line that So there was beautiful. There's a lot more delicate movement going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and now I'm going to do one other little thing. But that thing you just changed, huge. Because it took the lid off. As long as your eyes are doing that, it somehow puts a cap. Because the eye muscles are connected straight to the neck. They're run by back here. And you would just go into
just kind of puts you in a
trance, but not the one we want. Not the trance that comes from being out there, right? There's another little piece that I feel is keeping you down. It's extremely subtle, But there's a way in which, you know, sometimes we're learning that when you go to sit, you like to just drop. You kind of drop into your knees or drop into the chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get you very gradually to find a fulcrum where it goes up before it releases down.
Mm-hmm.
So in your sitting right now, you are on what I would say is the back side of your sit bones.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to look anatomically just in the tail. And then they're really kind of more in the front. I think a lot of people feel like they're here. But they're really on the front. Yeah. Play around with them. And you are on them, but you're like this a little bit. It's curved under your pelvis.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to feel, it's going to feel odd, but I would like to tip it like that. And it's going to give you more spinal movement. So between freeing your eyes and getting your spine unstuck that way, and changing your pelvis energy, I think it's going to feel a good bit different. Let's find out. So I'm going to do just what you did, was I'm going to have you stand up in a moment by tipping and finding your heels and standing up. Good. And I want you to go into monkey rather than to sit. Just go into monkey. More monkey. Nice. Good. And I want you to hang out in monkey because how he moves to the chair sets him up a little bit. So, you know, I think we could get a better change by working to how we're going into the chair. So right now your pelvis is about to tuck. It's like right pre-tucking, and I want it to untuck. I want your sit bones to go up. That's your chest going up. I want your sit bones to go up. That's it. And I want your legs to loosen underneath. Yes, that's it. That was really nice. Now I want you to, and I'm bringing the chair, well, it's all right. I want you to rock on your ankles forward and back. Nothing else, just nice little rock. Good. And you're going to need that as you go into the chair and hang out for me right here. Now bring the whole thing, and there. That's it. No more than that. This wants to try to go beyond, but I'm going to bring it in a little bit. You're trying to lift your chest up high, but I'm going to bring it down a notch and in a notch back. There. So is that a different place in your pelvis?
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's see if you can keep your eyes
So
free and play with your pelvis a little more what we're going to call upright.
yeah. So this is a new positioning with the connection with the sit bones on the books.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, being a thin guy, I feel that pressure more.
Ah,
So but that's the way the other part of the sit bones were in the beginning, because I felt that pressure, and it wasn't until 2 or 3 months of doing it that
it built up something.
built up some strength around it.
Yeah.
So-
So you have to use an area for it to build padding for you.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes but you can put something in the meantime to make life a little easier.
Yeah.
A little piece of wool or
Yeah.
something.
So this feels closer to where I can sort of focus on that area of the joint here.
Yes. Because they're really close together.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do one little thing.
But it's new, so I'm like,
I
okay,
know,
how do I
it's going to change your
reorganize?
arms, it's going to change everything. Eyes.
Yeah.
No looking up
Yeah.
into your head, right? Yeah. You're very good at what you do, so you can afford to see other stuff and incorporate it into your musicality. There you go. This has everything to do with that and her and me. Yeah. There we go. You can have fun. And your pelvis is on top. You're on top. Yeah. No staring. Doing great. Just gonna be a little helper. No staring. Yeah.
And that's sort of like a faster tempo, maybe like soloing a little bit. I'm playing that fast because, excuse me, I think in those tempos, that's when I would go mostly into my habit. You know, if I'm just playing here like a mid-tempo jazz or something, it's easy for me to direct here, or just
Free up.
not go into myself.
But as it gets more intense.
But as it gets more intense, yeah.
Yeah.
There's more likelihood that I'll go
Yeah.
into my habit.
But you were doing pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah.